Mr. Liquor Sipper Whiskey Reviews, because some of this whiskey sucks! Hello everyone, my name's Brenner and welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Liquor Sipper, and today we're doing a review over this nice little gem here. It seems that Redwood Empire is coming up in the world of whiskey, so I figured why not. Plus, I actually like the label. I will do a close-up and maybe some B-roll right about now so you guys can see. This is part of what intrigued me about this, but also to note, this is a classification of blend of straight whiskey. Company comes out of Purple Wine and Spirits / Redwood Empire Distilling. Distillery is undisclosed. Release date, this is something that is going to be considered out, excuse me, this distillery is undisclosed and release date is ongoing. The proof comes in at a 90 proof. The age is at 3 years, but according to the company website, a blend of 4 to 12-year-old bourbon and 3 to 5-year-old rye are included in this bottle right here. So the mash bill will be a blend of 60% rye, 94%. My dog is fucking up the whole goddamn show. Blend of 60% rye, 90%. Excuse me, I can't speak today. 95% rye, 5% malted barley, and 40% bourbon, 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley has all been mixed and shaken, not stirred inside of this bottle, but more than likely both shaken and stirred. And then you have a color of a medium amber. This is actually a nice, beautiful color as it offsets the dark royal blue that is on the logo, insignia, and beautiful drawing that is on the front. And this is an MSRP of roughly $30. I bought this for $29.99 here in Albuquerque at a place called The Q, or at least that's what it's known as. So if you're here in Albuquerque, you know exactly what that place is. They have a great selection of different bourbons and whiskeys that are rare, unrare, allocated, non-allocated. They got a pretty broad selection, so if you're looking for anything out in the Albuquerque area, that is a good spot. Apparently, according to my wife, I am the fucked up version of Google because she was looking up something and I told her that China died from an overdose on steroids. If you know who China is, she is the WWE superstar female, and now it's WWE. Anyway, on to the next part. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to jump into this bottle here. Hopefully we don't have to. God bless it. Okay, we're gonna bring out the knife. No, it's not a knife. This is a knife. We're gonna make a song and cut it off right now. Alright, it's my time to be a little emo. Alright. I don't know if you guys remember that type of music, but I still listen to it from time to time, and I like Blink-182. Who else grew up on Blink-182? You, me, and probably everyone else around my age group. I like Blink. Anyway, we're going to do this because that is a fresh test, and man, that sounds good because it never pops out the same every time. Because the first time is the best time, as every man knows. Oh, that's fresh. Let's pour a little. Okay, that seems pretty good. Alright. Alright, so if you guys didn't know, I don't know a lot about this, but recently I just figured I'd give this out to you guys for a little fun fact information. Apparently they're doing like something with Bitcoin and bourbon, or there's a bourbon Bitcoin, or some type of something that's going on with whiskey and doing some type of I don't know, like a Bitcoin type thing, or cyber coins and cryptocurrency and crypto fucking and stuff like that. Anyway, we're gonna do some twirls for the girls. I need to do a song for this. Twirls for the girls and a little twisters for the misters. We're gonna do a twister in lieu of... Oh my God, I just spilt it everywhere, but the girls like the mess. So anyway, oops, spoogie. Smells like the recent farting contest I had with myself back when I was watching a good old fight. Just, I don't know. I don't have a watch, a day ago. Smells like someone pushed their luck with being lactose intolerant. Jesus Christ. It also smells like a drunk guy took a shit in a diaper genie. You're not supposed to laugh at that. You're supposed to do that. No, that's supposed to be for the crowd. Laugh now, applause. Glee, 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 glee. Okay. Oh, we're supposed to be doing the actual nosing. Okay, so this smells a little bit like a dill tickle, dill pickle, dill dough. Just kidding. Okay, smells a little citrus, little caramel, black pepper that's in here. This smells more rye than it smells anything, which is interesting because it's supposedly a blend of straight whiskey. Let's go ahead and let's go to the palate. All right, I don't know what it is. When things come across rye for me, they are particularly interesting because it's, especially this one. This one's weird. It has like a gin quality to it. If you guys and gals out there have ever tried gin, it has some of those elements, but it still has the caramel, but it also embodies some citrus, some rye spice, but it's not anything that's overly like I'm getting punched in the tonsils or in the throat by a kung fu guy. It's more like a... It's pretty good, actually. I'm pleasantly surprised because this is something that's kind of an up-and-comer. A lot of people don't know about Redwood Empire. Redwood Empire actually comes from the Galactic Empire from Star Wars, and that's how this was created. That's actually a lie. That's not where it came from at all. I just wanted to fucking say that. And when I saw Redwood, it reminded me of Sons of Anarchy because of the Redwood original. It is not from that either. No, this is not a Sons of Anarchy whiskey or blended whiskey. It is nothing like that. It is actually very smooth. It's pleasantly sweet. It is nice and well-bodied. There's a lot of different textures, or not textures, excuse me. There's a lot of different flavors that are combined in this, but it's very unique to me, and it does come across as like if you were to mix a bourbon with a gin and you're getting a lot of that. After you pour it into the glass, it's a little bit different. As you can see, the color is not exactly the same. It's a little bit lighter, which would hint to that 3-year aging category. Miyagi-Do! If you were to mix Miyagi-Do with Cobra Kai, that's what this would be. Because it's the best of both worlds. So Redwood Empire, it feels like a company you definitely want to root for just simply because it's new, it's relatively unknown. The distillery was built in an old apple processing plant and is located in the small town of Grattan in the Russian River Valley of Sonoma County, California. For every bottle sold, the company plants a tree, which according to their website, at the time is roughly 225,415 trees that have been planted at this time. So that's pretty cool. It's very eco-friendly. Now, drinking the whiskey, I kept on thinking like, this is new. This is like is this like a older version of, or another version of High West? It's not. It's a blend of bourbon and rye. Is this a sipper or a skipper? I forgot to do that at the beginning. This is definitely going to be a sipper. I really enjoyed this. You can't go wrong with the price point. I bought it for $29.99. This could vary in price. It could be all the way up to 35 bucks. And I honestly, I would probably pay up to 45. 45 bucks for this. This is not a bad blend of whiskey. And what I'm noticing now is there's a huge trend that is going on with moms and best friends, or moms and their sons' best friends. So that actually has nothing to do with this. What I'm noticing is that there's a very big blend that's going on within whiskey, and within that blend, more and more distillers are coming up with blends, and it seems like blends are slowly but surely even taking over these single barrels that a lot of these big distillers are producing. I thoroughly enjoy this. As far as the bottle shape is pretty generic, but it's what's on front of the bottle that's really cool. If you look into what this bottle is and where it comes from, and now knowing that they're planting all these trees for each of these bottles that are sold, I see why they made the bottle and the artistry the way that they've made it. It captures the essence of what they're trying to do with it. And then also, they have like these little motivational quotes that are on the front. So for example, this one says, "In every walk with nature, one receives far more than he seeks." Anyway, back to if this is a sipper or skipper. This is definitely a sipper. 30 bucks, can't go wrong with something that encompasses a multitude of different mash bills, different blends of whiskey, and I feel like you're getting the probably the ultimate version of whatever they originally thought they were creating, because I think it's creating probably the best of whatever they had previously produced, and then they meshed it and formed it all into this bottle right here. Redwood Empire is something that I would definitely keep on my shelf. You guys and gals out there should definitely look into this. Again, it's a $30 bottle. You can't go wrong with a $30 bottle. You can't go wrong with a $30 bottle. Obviously been drinking a little bit, so I can't get my words right. As far as that Glencairn cracked glass on the sipometer, the bottle itself is a little normal and generic. But what is not generic is what encompasses the label itself, the drawing, and how it caters to what they stand for and what they're trying to do for, I guess, for the ecosystem. As far as the cracked Glencairn and the sipometer, the bottle comes in at probably a 3.5, since it's just simply a normal bottle. But because of the illustration that is on the front, it helps it. Let's say it boosts it to a 4.5, because I think it's cool how this gentleman has a beard of moss or bushes, and then out of his mind or his brain and the top of his skull, there's these trees, and it really captures the essence of who they are and what they're trying to do with the ecosystem. That part's cool. Smell profile, I would say the nose itself is probably a 3, and we're gonna go with the palate, probably a 3.5. I feel like it's almost a 4. Let's go with a 3.8. It's nearly a 4, and then an overall score of a 4. I really enjoy this bottle. I think you guys should go out and pick it up. It's not too bad. Thank you guys and gals, everyone that is out there, for jumping into the glass with me and sipping on some information. For those of you that have not, like, subscribe so we can multiply and divide, and don't forget to tell your friends, tell your homies, tell everyone in between about Mr. Liquor Sipper, because we don't sip with our fingers up or our pinkies up. We sip with the middle fingers up because we don't give a fuck. I'm not sponsored by any of these people. I don't care if I was. I'm just giving you my honest, natural opinion about these whiskeys and what I think is good, what I think is bad. Again, thanks for jumping into the glass with me, sipping on some information, and until next time, cheers and keep on sipping.